On the Canada side, you drive along the chasm between long ranks of photographers, standing guard behind their cameras, ready to make an ostentatious frontispiece of you and your decaying ambulance. Any day in the hands of these photographers, you may see stately pictures of Papa and Mama, Johnny and Bub and Sis, or a couple of country cousins, all smiling vacantly, and all disposed in studied and uncomfortable attitudes in their carriage. There is no actual harm in making Niagara a background, whereupon to display one's marvelous insignificance in a good, strong light. But it requires a superhuman self-complacency to enable one to do it. When you have examined the stupendous horseshoe fall till you are satisfied you cannot improve upon it, you return to America by the new suspension bridge, and follow up the bank to where they exhibit the Cave of the Winds. Here I followed instructions, and divested myself of all my clothing, and put on a waterproof jacket and overalls. This costume is picturesque, but not beautiful. A guide, similarly dressed, led the way down a flight of winding stairs, which wound, and still kept on winding long after the thing ceased to be a novelty, and then terminated long before it had begun to be a pleasure. We were then well down under the precipice, but still considerably above the level of the river. We now begin to creep along flimsy bridges of a single plank, our persons shielded from destruction by a crazy wooden railing, to which I clung with both hands, not because I was afraid, but because I wanted to. Presently the descent became steeper and the bridge flimsier, and sprays from the American fall began to rain down on us in fast increasing sheets that soon became blinding, and after that our progress was mostly in the nature of groping. Now a furious wind began to rush out from behind the waterfall, which seemed determined to sweep us from the bridge and scatter us on the rocks and among the torrents below. I remarked that I wanted to go home, but it was too late. In another moment, the guide disappeared behind the deluge, and bewildered by the thunder, driven helplessly by the wind, and smitten by the tempest of rain, I followed.